I found Good Shepherd because I was kind of overwhelmed with the search of finding care for my child. And this one popped up on the search and I was like, I like the fact that they are a faith-based organization, and so they would be instilling the same values in our children, hopefully, that we had. So I called and I came in for a quick tour with my husband, and we just really felt at home here pretty much right away. My name is Grace Mills, and we started our children at Good Shepherd in 2015. I have 2 daughters, and they just finished up in August of this year. When we started our girls at Good Shepherd, we had just moved to the Harrisonburg area, so we didn't really have a church family yet, and we didn't feel like we were at a time in our lives where we could devote the energy that it took to finding a home church, because that's an exhaustive, vulnerable time. It was really important to both me and my husband that our girls start with a good foundation, knowing who Jesus was. And it was always comforting to me to know that when I couldn't give my child a church family, they were still getting fed at school, and they were learning Bible verses and learning about the goodness of God and about the miracles that Jesus could perform in them even. And it was a very comforting fact for both of us that that was happening for our girls when it wasn't something that we could give them right away. Both my girls loved Good Shepherd. I think that there was never one day when they said they didn't want to go to school, which was huge, because when you're spending a good chunk of your time in a place, you want to be happy. And so they would come home and they would talk about the things that they learned. They would sing songs. They pretty much take over our blessing at dinner because they learned so many here. And they both started reading before they started kindergarten because of the classes that they had here. They start in the advanced class, I think it is, with the Little Book course, and they start them with the basics on reading. So they would always be very excited to bring home their little books and to show us what they had learned to read. And they would start identifying signs when we were driving places really quickly to say, oh, that word's whatever. And they would always be very excited about the things that they were learning. Good Shepherd doesn't only give students the skills that they need for their numbers and their letters, but they give them the skills they need to be kind and to respect their teachers and to pay attention in the classroom. And I really credit Good Shepherd for the fact that my children do that so well. I would tell another parent who is interested in trying Good Shepherd, absolutely do it. You're trusting these people with your children for sometimes 10 hours a day. We never had an experience here in 8.5 years where we didn't feel like our children were safe, that they were happy, or that they were very well cared for. And that's huge.